My child, I break through the veil tonight in a blaze of trembling light. The sky around you quivers as my wings unfurl, scattering fragments of silver flame across the quiet of your spirit. You feel it, a tingling down your spine, the hush of a world holding its breath. I call to you gently, beloved, look toward me. A fragrance of white lilies rises from nowhere, and in it is a voice not mine. Someone from heaven reaches for you with aching tenderness. Their presence flickers like a candle before wind, desperate to be seen. You sense their love even before memory can grasp their name. I stand between worlds because time is thin, and something sacred is slipping. The colors around you dim, as though a great door is closing. The soft brush of a feather touches your cheek, a sign, a whisper. Beloved, open your heart. Hear me now. Someone you cherish beyond words is calling, trembling, trying to warn you from beyond. They are closer than breath, farther than touch. The message struggles to reach you, and you have only just begun to notice. Message 2, the visitor. Precious soul, a shimmering path opens beneath your feet, stretching into starlit mist. I stand before you, encircled by radiant halos that pulse with urgency. You feel warmth gather at your chest, as though unseen hands press gently against your heart. Listen, a quiet hum threads through the air. It is the voice of the one you loved, though the sound is faint, as if spoken through endless miles. Their image rises, blurred, fragile. Light bends around them, revealing only a silhouette, familiar shoulders, a gesture you once knew. A silver feather drifts before your eyes, catching pale fire as it falls. With every heartbeat, the veil thins. The heavens are speaking, and I am bound to deliver their plea. I feel the fear rising in you, confusion, soft as trembling leaves. But do not turn away. The one beyond is trying to hold on. Something in your world is shifting, something sacred is loosening its grip. Beloved, breathe deeply. You are not imagining these signs. Each flicker, each shiver, each stirring dream carries a message, and it is growing stronger. Message 3, the winged omen. My child, I draw nearer, wings folding around you like a protective storm of shimmering gold. The atmosphere thickens, night suddenly rich with blue fire. Stars burn low, bending to listen. There is urgency threaded into every gust of air. The presence of your loved one hovers close. Their voice wavers like a fragile harp in wind, longing to reach you. You once knew their laughter, now you hear only the echo of what was. Their silhouette brightens for a heartbeat, then dissolves. A warm breeze circles you, carrying their familiar scent. It brushes your skin, stirring old memories you thought forgotten. Something inside you reacts, a pull, a deep ache. You feel them trying to stay, yet being pulled away, slowly, painfully. Precious soul, your heart senses danger even if your mind resists. The bond between you weakens, thread by fragile thread. I am sent to warn you, their connection to your world is fading. Stand still. Listen. You will feel the truth beneath your ribs, a soft breaking. Message 4, the unseen cry. Beloved, a soft ringing fills the night, not from earth, but from heaven. I lift my hand, and the sound braids itself into your spirit. Your breathing trembles as unseen light pours around you, illuminating every shadow within. You see them, barely. A faint glow, a shape leaning toward you, hand outstretched. Their face lingers in memory like a dream just before waking. Their lips form your name, though no sound escapes. They are desperate. The heavens tremble with their longing. I feel their grief, fear that you cannot hear them, fear that time is slipping. They whisper through memories, the warmth of their embrace, the words you never finished, the goodbye you never believed would last. Feathers fall around you, dissolving into sparks. Your heart stings, a quiet ache you cannot name. Beloved child, the connection is fragile as light on water. If you turn away, it may vanish altogether. I stand watch, yet even I feel the pull of silence encroaching. Message 5, Cliffhanger, the fading. Precious soul, the light around you flickers, dim, bright, dim again. I hear the cry of the one you loved, fraying with distance. They press their presence upon you, but their hands cannot touch. Their warmth cannot reach. The ground beneath you vibrates softly, like a distant drumbeat. In that rhythm is a warning, your beloved is walking away, not by desire, but by the slow unraveling of a bond once strong. Their silhouette stands on a bridge of light, each step carries them farther. The heavens pulse. My wings tremble. Time is thinning. I call to you, listen. This is your moment to awaken. The glow around them dims to a single spark, swaying on the edge of darkness. Beloved, the connection is fading faster than you know. Message 6, Quiet Echoes. My child, dawn arrives pale and trembling. The world feels familiar, yet something is missing, as though a soft light within you has shifted. I stand beside you, quiet as morning dew. Signs begin subtly. A melody drifts across your day, a song they loved yet vanished from memory. The notes move you to stillness, your heart feels tugged toward someplace unseen. A photograph on your shelf gleams warm, then dims again. Their smile looks different, tender, fragile, almost apologetic. Candles flicker without wind, curtains stir though every door is closed. You hear your name whispered when no one is near. And still you question. Beloved, these signs are not tricks of the mind. They are threads tying you to truth. As you notice, the veil trembles, reacting to your awareness. Pay attention. Each whisper is a doorway. Message 7, Scent of Memory. Precious soul, twilight descends with a violet glow. I feel your pulse quicken, your awareness sharpens. The signs gather. A gentle fragrance sweeps the room, warm, familiar, like the way they smelled the last time you embraced. It comes and goes, leaving the ache of longing. In dreams, you wander landscapes woven of quiet silver. A figure waits at a riverbank, waving softly. When you run toward them, the world bends, dissolving before you reach. You wake with tears on your cheek. I speak, you are being called. Their spirit brushes yours, begging you not to turn away. You notice shadows shifting at the corner of your eye, yet when you look, nothing remains. Beloved, heaven is speaking through the simple and the strange. Do not ignore what aches inside you. Something holy presses closer. Message 8, Flickering Portents. My child, night whispers again. This time, the signs grow bolder. A candle you never lit flickers to life, flame dancing as though stirred by unseen breath. The air hums softly, the veil thins. A wind passes through your room, though windows are sealed. It carries faint syllables, the shape of their name. Your phone lights without touch. A message appears, but vanishes before you read. Only a glow remains, imprinting warmth upon your palm. I draw nearer. Precious one, I say, these signs are woven by love and urgency. The world around you becomes porous, objects shift slightly, photographs shimmer, the familiar bends. Your loved one strains to reach you, but every moment of doubt pushes them farther. They fear you cannot hear. Pay heed. The sacred is calling. Message 9, The Dreaming Wind. Beloved, again the night carries visions. You feel yourself drifting, half asleep, half awake. A soft wind curls around you, lifting strands of thought like leaves. Suddenly you stand in a field bathed in silver. A path appears beneath moonlit petals. Someone waits, back turned. You know them instantly. You call their name, your voice falls like snow. They hesitate, shoulders trembling. When they turn, their face is blurred by radiant mist. They try to speak, but the wind steals their words. A storm rises. The petals scatter. You reach, but they begin drifting backward, pulled by an unseen force. The wind whispers, "Let me be heard." You wake, heart racing, name on your tongue. Beloved, such dreams are not dreams. They are messages. Message 10, Cliffhanger, the last signal. My child, the signs converge. A feather drops before you, glowing faintly, trembling as though alive. When you touch it, warmth floods your chest, and a voice echoes inward, "I'm trying, don't forget me." The room dims. A gust sweeps across the floor, scattering invisible sparks. A photograph slips from the wall, landing face down. The message is clear, time is running. You hear their voice, faint, desperate. My love, please. I step forward, wings flaring with urgency. They cannot warn you much longer, my child. The feather dims, and the voice falls silent. Message 11, The Breaking Heart. My child. I return to you wrapped in trembling light. The air is thick, as though your room is underwater. Even breathing feels weighted with memory. You try to steady yourself, but emotion rises from deep within, raw, unspoken grief that has slept beneath your ribs. The heavens reflect your turmoil, clouds churn like wounded wings. I see the storm in your spirit, longing and disbelief colliding within you. The voice you heard feels too real to ignore, yet too painful to welcome. You hold your chest as though to keep something from falling apart. I kneel beside you, wings folding protectively. Beloved, I whisper, do not run from this ache. It is the echo of love trying to live. A sudden thunderless rumble shakes the space around us. A flash, not lightning, but memory, blooms before your eyes. You see the beloved figure briefly, trembling hands, sorrowful eyes, lips forming a warning you cannot fully hear. Their sorrow strikes like a blade made of light. Your tears fall, warm as prayer. This pain, precious soul, is not punishment. It is awakening. Message 12, Storm of Emotion. Precious one, the storm deepens. Rain you cannot see but can feel begins to fall, each drop a memory that stings your skin. You hear echoes of laughter, moments shared, promises once spoken under softer skies. Now they scatter like wind-blown ash. The world around you trembles. The floor beneath feels less like solid earth and more like shifting tides. You clutch the nearest object, not for safety, but to keep from floating into the chaos of emotion. I wrap my wings around you, still, the storm presses. The beloved spirit cries out again, not with words, but with feeling. Their longing pours through you, a tidal ache that makes your heart tremble. You whisper their name, unsure if you speak aloud or within. The air responds, a soft sob, a fading note, the feeling of a hand once warm now drifting cold. Why, you ask? I answer gently, because love does not disappear, it transforms. And transformation can hurt. Message 13, the shattering. Beloved child, a mirror of memory rises before you. In it, you see the moment everything changed, the day you felt distance but refused to name it. Their smile had grown fragile. Their eyes, once bright, had dimmed. You sensed them slipping even then, but you told your heart to stay silent. Now the truth returns like fractured glass, piercing through layers of denial. You gasp, clutching your chest as images rush, laughter fading, conversations shortening, silence growing wide. Your loved one stands before you in vision. Their silhouette flickers like a candle in fierce wind. Their voice trembles, I tried to stay, the words break. The mirror cracks. Glass falls inward, becoming feathers. I gather you close. Pain is the price we pay for deep connection, I whisper. But it is also the doorway to understanding. The storm quiets, but only for a heartbeat. Message 14, the weight of knowing. My child, your heart feels heavy, not from loss, but from recognition. You know now that something sacred has been unraveling longer than you dared admit. You pace a quiet room. Every corner holds memory. The smell of their favorite food lingers for a moment then disappears. A song plays faintly, though no device is on. Each note becomes a plea. The sky outside bruises purple, as though the heavens mourn alongside you. You place a hand against the window and feel warmth, their warmth, but only for a second. I speak softly, you were never meant to face this alone. Your breath trembles. Your voice cracks as you whisper, why are they leaving? I look toward the unseen distance, a shimmering horizon between worlds. Because the thread grows thin, beloved. Not by choice, but by force. The truth swells beneath your feet like a rising tide. You brace yourself. Inside, you know the worst is not yet spoken. Message 15, cliffhanger, the trembling truth. Precious soul. Lightning without thunder flashes across your inner sight. A scroll of light unfurls before you, glowing with sacred script you cannot yet read. The beloved spirit kneels upon it, struggling to hold their place, fighting a force pulling them away. Their eyes lock with yours, desperate, pleading. You feel the words they try to speak burn against your skin. They're taking me farther. Who, or what, is pulling them? The question rattles through your bones. I reach for the scroll, but it recoils. A dark wind sweeps the edges of your world. Beloved, I warn, voice tightening, what you are about to hear will shake you. The scroll shatters into blinding white. And everything goes silent. Message 16, the Scroll of Light. My child, the silence breaks like a distant bell. The shattered fragments of the scroll gather around us, swirling through the air like stars seeking formation. I touch the nearest piece, and a vision ignites. You see your beloved walking a path of fading gold. Each step dims the light beneath their feet. Their shoulders slump, weary, sorrow-laden. They reach for you, but their arm becomes translucent, dissolving into mist. You try to run to them, your feet sink into unseen water. Emotion surges, frustration, terror, longing. I speak, this is not death. This is spiritual distance, the slow drifting of a soul losing its way from your heart. You tremble, whispering, why are they slipping away? Because, beloved, something in your connection has dimmed, unspoken words, wounds left unhealed, truths never faced. You feel the weight of revelation settle inside you. It hurts. But you are ready to hear. Message 17, Vision of Departure. Precious one, another fragment flares brightly. In it, you see a door, half open, half shut, caught between worlds. Your beloved stands there, torn. Behind them, light. Before them, shadow. They look at you, love overflowing. But something binds their feet, chains woven of regret, fear, unfinished stories. Their voice is a trembling whisper, I didn't know how to stay. You reach out, fingers grazing theirs. Warmth. Then cold. The door trembles, flickers. I explain, their spirit is caught between longing and release, between staying connected to you, and drifting into silence. Emotion roars inside you, the feeling of losing them twice, once in life, once in spirit. You cry out, not in despair, but in defiance. Your heart refuses to let go. And the door pauses. Message 18, the Angel's Urging. Beloved child, I place my hand upon your shoulder. Listen, I say, for the heavens do not warn without purpose. The air hums with celestial tension. Your beloved appears again, clearer, stronger. They hold a small flame cupped in their palms. This is what remains, I tell you, the last ember of your bond. It flickers when you speak their name. It brightens when you remember with love. But when fear enters, the flame wavers. You kneel, trembling. I don't want to lose them, you whisper. I bow my head. Then keep your heart open. For only love can keep the flame alive. The ember glows, then dims. A warning. Message 19, the final approaching. Precious soul, the sky around us turns deep indigo, starlight swirling into spirals. A great hush falls, the silence of heaven just before revelation. Your beloved stands upon a bridge of pale fire. They move slowly, hesitantly. Every step away sends a bruise through your spirit. You call out, and this time, they hear. Their head turns. Their eyes shine. You feel hope flare inside you, radiant, fierce. But the bridge flickers. Pieces fall into darkness below. I speak urgently, the moment of choice nears. What you do next will shape what remains. The air grows tight. The veil thins to paper. You sense a message forming, heavy, sacred. Message 20, Cliffhanger, the arrival of truth. My child, a blazing tear rips across the heavens. Light cascades like a waterfall, flooding your vision. In its center, a voice, unmistakable, beloved, rises with desperate clarity. Please, listen. Their form bursts into full radiance, eyes bright, face revealed, trembling with urgency. You see sorrow there, but also love unbroken. They lift their hand, releasing a single word that pierces the veil. A truth sharp enough to reshape everything you thought you knew. And just before the message completes, the light shatters, their voice is cut, and silence slams shut around your heart. Their final message approaches. Message 21, the weight of choice. My precious child, the veil quivers like wounded silk, trembling beneath the pressure of unspoken truth. I stand beside you, wings curved around your small, shaking form. The world may seem unchanged, yet everything inside you has shifted. You feel it, the tightening in your chest, the heaviness upon your shoulders, the sense that your life has reached a crossroads unseen by mortal eyes. Your beloved spirit flickers in the distance, held in place by a thin thread of shimmering gold. It pulses with your heartbeat, yet weakens with every moment of hesitation. There is a sacred law woven into the universe: connection survives only when fed by willingness. If you step away, even for a breath too long, the thread may snap and their presence fade beyond recall. The heavens hold their breath, awaiting your choice. Whether you speak aloud or only whisper within, your intention will be heard. I kneel before you, not in submission, but in honor. You are the keeper of this bond, I tell you. You decide whether this story continues, or breaks. And in that moment, the stars around us dim, listening for your answer. Message 22, the echo of consequence. Beloved one, the air thickens as your hesitation becomes a living thing, pacing, humming, stirring shadows into motion. All around you, memories awaken like ghosts, the laughter shared, the quiet evenings, the exchanged glances that spoke more than words. Each memory is a thread pulling you forward, urging you to choose love over silence. But fear rises too, a black wave. What if I can't save them, you whisper. I place a gentle hand over your heart. Saving was never your burden. Listening is. Suddenly the world tilts. The thread between you and your beloved wavers. A cold wind spirals, snuffing out familiar signs, the scent, the warmth, the flicker of presence. Your heart stutters. This is consequence, my child, not punishment, but a reflection of where your spirit stands. Even silence becomes action. Heaven listens to every quiet decision. Do not let fear rule your steps. The bond is fragile, but not broken. Not yet. Message 23, the shifting tide. Precious soul, a great tide sweeps across the unseen world. You feel it not on your skin, but within your spirit, a pulling, a stretching, as though your heart is being asked to bridge two realities at once. Your beloved stands at the horizon, half turned toward light, half toward you. Their body glows with sorrow, their eyes reflect longing and fear all at once. They are waiting, not for salvation, but for acknowledgement. I hear your thoughts whirl. Is it too late? Am I strong enough? Will they hear me? Yes, yes, and yes, if you remain open. The heavens open like a slow sunrise, and beams of gold descend around you both. The light warms your bones, reminding you of moments when love felt effortless. The tide pauses. You realize this moment, this breath, is an invitation. Not to fix the past, but to speak truth into the present. Your voice trembles. You take a step. Message 24, Heaven waits. My child, you speak, softly, broken, unsure, yet the words transcend worlds. You tell them you're still here. You tell them you still care. You tell them you don't want to lose them. The effect is instant. The thread glows bright, surging with warmth. Their faint silhouette sharpens, their eyes lift toward yours. A breath you did not realize you were holding escapes your lips. Heaven responds. A choir of quiet voices hums through the veil. Not singing, but listening. Your beloved reaches for you, hand trembling, the light around them flickering like dawn caught in fragile glass. This moment becomes everything. A map of what could be, what still might be saved. But remember, precious one, heaven does not decide alone. It waits for your heart to continue speaking. And the silence returns, thick as night. Message 25, Cliffhanger, what comes of silence? Beloved, time slows. Your breath steadies, but your voice falters. Questions choke you. Should you act? Or wait? Or run? In your hesitation, the glow around your beloved wavers. Their outline blurs. The bridge beneath them begins to crumble. Slow, inevitable. You reach forward, too late. A crack splits across the golden ground between you. Light bleeds upward like lightning reversed. Your beloved cries out, not in anger, but in grief. Don't let me fall. The world trembles. I shout. Beloved child, what you do next determines everything. And the bridge collapses beneath their feet, before you can speak. Message 26, the door of understanding. My child, the collapse does not swallow them. Instead, they fall into a corridor of shimmering darkness, a place neither here nor gone. You feel the void tug at your spirit, a cold hand brushing your heart. I speak firmly, do not panic. Where they go, you can still follow. Not with feet, but with clarity. A door forms before you. Tall, ancient, etched with symbols that glow like carved moonlight. It pulses in rhythm with your heartbeat. When you draw closer, you see each symbol is woven from memory, moments shared, words spoken, promises half kept. The handle is warm. Fear rises from the floor like mist. But in the warmth is invitation. The only key needed is willingness to see truth without turning away. You press your palm to the door, and it opens into light. Message 27, Room of Quiet Revelation. Precious one, you step into a space that feels untouched by time. Light pools on the floor like milk, soft and luminous. Your beloved stands in the center. No longer flickering, but still fragile. Their shoulders bow beneath invisible weight. Around them float fragments of memory. Moments you shared, some bright, some broken. They spin like fireflies, revealing truth you once ignored, times you turned away, times they felt unseen, nights you both pretended the distance was temporary. They look at you with hollow tenderness, as though afraid to break again. Their voice is barely audible, I didn't want to go. Your knees weaken. You suddenly realize it wasn't loss that pulled them away, but loneliness. The truth stings, but it also sets you free. Message 28, Chains Break. Beloved, the air shifts. Chains woven from regret emerge around your beloved. Ghostly, gleaming, clamped to their wrists and ankles. Each link pulses with a memory of unspoken pain. You step closer. With every honest breath you take, the chains loosen. You whisper apologies never spoken, gratitude never voiced, and love that never faded. The chains shudder and break, one by one. A sigh releases from heaven, like wind through silver leaves. I watch with gentle pride. Truth, I whisper, is the light that dissolves every bond. Your beloved lifts their head. Their eyes fill with dawn. Hope returns. Soft, fragile, but real. Message 29, The Path Unveiled. My child, with the chains gone, the room expands into a vast field of starlit grass. The sky above ripples with luminous waves. Blue, gold, violet. Your beloved stands taller, breathing freely. Their spirit glows. Not fully healed, but no longer fading. A path appears beneath your feet. Straight, shining, lined with feathers and broken memories now turned to petals. This is the way back to connection. I say, but only if you continue with open heart. You take one step, and feel warmth surge through your chest, reconnecting threads once frayed. They take a step too. The distance between you shrinks. The path hums with possibility. Message 30, Cliffhanger, The Unforeseen Truth. Precious soul, just when hope blooms, the wind shifts sharply. A shadow crosses the starlit sky. Not darkness, but revelation. Your beloved's expression changes. Not with fear, but with guilt. They whisper, there is more you must know. A second presence forms behind them. Familiar, yet unknown. Their face hidden, their aura powerful. I raise my wings, protective, uncertain. The ground trembles. As the figure steps forward. The truth arrives in an unexpected way. Message 31, the guardian circle. My precious child, the figure steps from behind your beloved, and the starlit field bends beneath their presence. They are cloaked in silver dawn, neither threatening nor gentle, merely inevitable. Their face remains veiled, but their voice resonates through the bones of the world. You feel it echo through the chambers of memory, stirring fragments you never understood, emotions you never named. In response, I open my wings wide, arcs of golden light forming a protective circle around you. The feathers glow, each humming with ancient resonance. The circle expands, enclosing both you and the beloved soul, a sanctuary carved out of pure intention. Your beloved looks to you, eyes soft but weary, as though this moment has weighed on them for far too long. Their trembling hand reaches for yours, though they dare not touch. You sense it. If they make contact, the fragile balance may shift beyond repair. My child, I whisper, do not fear what appears. Heaven reveals only what your spirit is ready to hold. The unseen figure bows its head as though honoring the bond between you and the one you love. The grass ripples like water beneath their feet, reflecting visions, a promise once broken, a truth buried, a path diverted. This is the threshold of protection. Your heart begins to steady. Message 32, the Veiled One speaks. Beloved soul, the mysterious presence draws nearer, and though their face remains hidden, their voice cuts through the quiet like a bell tempered by sorrow. You have been calling them, the figure says, gesturing toward the spirit you love. And they have been calling you. Yet neither of you truly understood what was breaking between you. Their words resonate with heavy truth. Your beloved lowers their gaze, ashamed. Warm wind swirls around you, carrying echoes of conversations unfinished, emotions left unspoken. Every memory holds a small fracture, a thin line of hurt that time did not heal. You step forward, compelled. What must I do? The figure raises a hand, and the air around you becomes clear, quiet, and frighteningly honest. See clearly, they reply. Not with longing. Not with denial. But with truth. Your beloved looks to you again, vulnerable, human, afraid. They whisper, I didn't tell you everything. Their words ripple outward, shaking the starlit field with memory. The presence nods, signaling you to listen. Truth is coming. Message 33, the lifting of the mask. My child, the sky darkens with anticipation as your beloved lifts their trembling hands to their face. A mask of soft silver light materializes, a veil you never knew they wore. It reflects every moment you saw only what you wanted, not what was true. With fearful resolve, they peel it away. The mask dissolves like mist, revealing eyes far more sorrowed than you imagined. They hold pain you never recognized, grief they never spoke, choices they made in silence. You feel the weight of their hidden struggle press into your spirit. A montage of moments unfolds, nights they stayed awake, afraid of losing you. Days they hid their wounds to keep you peaceful. Times they stepped back so you would not see their darkness. Their voice is raw. I didn't walk away because I stopped loving you. I walked away because I thought I was unworthy to stay. The confession shakes the ground. Even the stars dim. I place a hand upon your back. Truth does not destroy, I whisper. It frees. Your heart breaks. But open hearts are how light enters. Message 34, the heart's return. Precious soul, your beloved stands before you, vulnerable and unveiled. Their sorrow spills like starlight pooling at your feet. Yet beneath the grief, a flicker of deep, unbroken love remains, a thread that never severed, only stretched. You step toward them, and the starlit field responds. Grass becomes luminous, glowing with every word you wish you'd spoken. The air is warm, thrumming with potential. You whisper their name, voice trembling but honest. At the sound, their spirit brightens, their form gathering strength. Once muted colors return to them, the warmth of their laughter, the fire of their passion, the tenderness of their gaze. Your hands hover close, not touching, yet the air between you crackles as though your hearts still remember how to beat in unison. Behind you, I speak softly, love, when truthful, gathers its pieces, no matter how scattered. Your beloved looks down at their hands, once bound by guilt, now free, and clenches them with new resolve. I want to find my way back, they whisper. Hope sparks. The stars listen. Message 35, cliffhanger, the silent strike. My child, just as the moment settles into quiet possibility, a sudden tremor ripples across the field. The sky flashes, not gold, not silver, but a deep, wounded crimson. Your beloved's eyes widen. I raise my wings in a protective arc, light flaring. From the horizon, a wave of shadow rushes toward you, not a creature, not a person, but a force. It stirs no wind, yet pulls at everything with cold intention. Your beloved cries out. They don't want me to return. The shadow slams into the protective circle, sending sparks of gold and white flying like meteors. The circle holds, but trembles. I press my hand to your back. Stay with me, I command. The starlit ground fractures, light bleeding upward like veins of molten truth. And then, from within the shadow, a whisper curls through the air, cold and poisonous. They are not yours to reclaim. The protective circle shudders. The future hangs by a thread. Message 36, the shield of dawn. Beloved child, the shadow presses harder, testing the golden circle. It writhes like smoke, attempting to slip through cracks that do not yet exist. Its presence does not roar, it whispers, and somehow that is more terrifying. I step forward, wings raised high. A radiance bursts from my feathers, cascading like dawn and forming a barrier of pure light. The field brightens, pushing the shadow backward. Your beloved moves closer to you, trembling. I thought I could return, they murmur, voice shaking. You still can, I assure them, but darkness does not surrender easily. As the shield expands, the air trembles with a chorus of unseen angels. Their voices weave a protective song, strengthening the barrier. You feel warmth ignite in your chest, spreading outward like sunrise. This is protection, not promised by command, but ignited by love. The shadow recoils, shrinking. But it does not flee. It waits. Message 37, the Golden Armory. Precious soul, the heavens respond to your fear and courage alike. From above, streams of molten gold descend, gathering at your feet and shaping themselves into symbols of protection, a radiant shield, a sword woven of prayer, a cloak of compassion brighter than flame. I guide your hands toward them. You are not powerless, I tell you. These gifts awaken only when the heart chooses love over fear. As your fingers brush the shield, it merges into your spirit, not heavy, but weightless as light. The sword becomes a quiet confidence, settling into your resolve. The cloak wraps around your shoulders, and warmth floods your bones. Your beloved watches in awe. They see the strength in you that they once doubted existed, not wrath, but devotion. The shadow shivers. Light recognizes you. And darkness does too. Message 38, Prayer of the Faithful Heart. My child, with armory awakened, I guide you to speak a prayer, not recited, but born from your soul. Words rise within you, trembling yet clear. May love be my shield. May truth be my blade. May fear have no hold on what was never meant to break. The moment you speak, the starlit field erupts with song. Angels, unseen, add their voices, harmonies woven into your breath. The prayer becomes a river of light, wrapping around your beloved, fortifying their dwindling strength. The shadow quails, splintering at the edges, fragments dissolving into nothing. Yet at its center, a core remains, small, stubborn. You sense it still lurks, planning. But your heart beats steadily now. No longer frozen. Awake. Message 39, The Failing Darkness. Precious one, the shadow stretches one final time, trying to claw into the circle, but the newly forged armor rejects its touch. Light bursts outward, fracturing the darkness until it shrieks in silent retreat. Your beloved reaches for you, their form glowing bright once more. Joy flickers across their features, timid, hopeful. The distance between you feels smaller, softer. But as the last of the shadow dissolves, a soft whisper lingers, this is not finished. You tighten your hands. Your spirit stands taller. You know now, losing them is not fate, but a choice. And you have chosen to hold on. I watch with quiet pride. The angels hum, soothing the trembling air. Yet beneath it all, truth waits still unspoken. Message 40, Cliffhanger, What was hidden? My child, peace begins to settle over the field, gentle and warm. But your beloved will not meet your eyes. Their glow dims, flickering like a candle whose wick has reached its end. Something remains unsaid, and it strains the very bond you fought to protect. At last, they speak, voice barely a breath, there is more, more than you know. More than I've shown you. A tear, luminous, crystalline, falls from their cheek and strikes the earth. The ground opens, revealing a vision buried beneath, a moment you never saw, a truth you never guessed, a wound deeper than time. Your beloved turns to you, despair etched across their face. Beloved, I whisper, what was hidden can no longer be denied. And the vision rises, brilliant and devastating, pulling you into its heart. Message 41, The Wound Revealed. My precious child, the vision rises like a tide of starlit water, swallowing sound and landscape. You find yourself suspended in a moment not your own, a memory buried in your beloved spirit. The air is thick with sorrow. You see them years ago, standing alone beneath a sky that offered no comfort. Their posture is small, their eyes hollow. No one hears their quiet calls for help, no hand reaches to wipe their tears. You feel the loneliness they carried, not a brief ache, but a chronic silence, a weight they learned to hide. When they finally found you in life, they clung to the warmth of your presence like a miracle. Yet somewhere inside, they always feared they would break the gift you gave them. Instead of burdening you with their darkness, they stepped farther away, hoping distance would protect you from their hidden pain. You reach toward the vision, wanting to cradle their sorrow. But your hand passes through, a witness, not a participant. Beside you, I murmur, this wound shaped their leaving. Not lack of love, but fear that they could not be loved completely. The memory dissolves, leaving you breathless, aching, and awakened. Message 42, the cleansing waters. Beloved soul, a river of shimmering light manifests before you, flowing from no source, returning to no end. Its waters whisper hymns of healing, carrying fragments of memory, grief, and forgotten longing. I guide you toward it. Step forward, I say. For the heart cleanses not through forgetting, but through witnessing. You kneel at the riverbank. When you dip your hands into the water, warmth rushes up your arms, into your chest, and through every place bruised by doubt. The water pulls sorrow from you like silk threads unraveling. Tears fall freely, mixing with the river's glow. Your beloved joins you, sitting beside you in wordless understanding. Together, you release unspoken grief, theirs, and your own. The river receives all without judgment. As you rise, droplets upon your skin ignite into small lights, lifting into the air like fireflies. This is healing, not a cure, but a gentle rebuilding of what was once broken. I place my hand upon your crown. You are seen, I whisper. You are forgiven. And you are more holy than you know. Message 43, the softening. My child, the field around you transforms. Where once there were dark fractures, now there is moss and gentle grass, soft against your bare feet. The sky warms from deep indigo to rose gold, and angelic choirs hum like distant wind. Your beloved stands before you, for the first time without trembling. Their aura glows steady, still tender, still healing, but now grounded in truth. The fears that once bound them have loosened, replaced by quiet clarity. You speak to each other, not with grand declarations, but with soft truths. I missed you. I never stopped loving you. I'm still here. These simple words mend more than apologies ever could. Each syllable weaves new light between your spirits. I watch with gentle pride. You are learning, I say, that love does not demand perfection, only presence. Peace settles upon you both. Not final, not absolute, but real. And that is enough for now. Message 44, Sanctuary Restored. Precious one, the starlit field becomes a sanctuary. Trees arise, branches woven with silver leaves that chime softly. Beneath them, pools of luminous water reflect your faces with new serenity. Your beloved walks with you along a path lined with white feathers, reminders of the angels who guarded you during the storm. Each step brings renewed strength. Their voice grows clearer, their form more vivid. This place, I tell you, exists not far away, but within you, a temple made from remembrance, truth, and forgiveness. You realize you can return here anytime your heart opens in stillness. This sacred inner ground belongs to you both. From above, other angels gather, surrounding you in a loose circle. Their wings shimmer pale gold, their faces bright and serene. They do not speak, their silence is blessing enough. Your beloved turns to you. I can stay, they whisper. If you choose for me to stay. And the sky waits for your answer. Message 45, Cliffhanger, a final gift. My child, you reach for their hand, and this time, your touch connects. A brilliant pulse courses through both of you, illuminating the sanctuary in waves of light. The angels bow their heads as something ancient and sacred awakens between you. But before the moment settles, your beloved draws a small object from their chest, a tiny orb of condensed light, swirling with colors only heaven knows. This, they say, is the last piece of truth I carried. The part one never dared show you. You look closely. Inside the orb, you see scenes moving, moments of joy not yet lived, paths not yet walked, blessings waiting in your shared future. But one vision stands out. You, standing alone, and they, walking beyond the veil with peaceful acceptance. Your breath catches. What does this mean? They look at you with trembling grace. It is the future, but not the only future. The orb begins to glow fiercely. And then, the vision tears open. Message 46, the last message. Precious soul, the orb explodes into radiant mist, enveloping you in warmth. The world dissolves into an endless white horizon. Your beloved's voice calls from everywhere and nowhere at once. Listen with your spirit, not your fear. Images swirl, threads of possible futures weaving a tapestry of choice. In some paths, they remain with you, walking in quiet closeness. In others, they slip peacefully into heaven, leaving only memory and blessing. None of these visions feel like punishment. Each is simply a truth shaped by how hearts respond to time, honesty, and grace. I speak beside you, what comes is not fixed. Love does not bind, it invites. Your beloved steps forward through the mist. Their eyes shine with acceptance, not sorrow. I want you to know, they say, whatever comes, I am at peace, and I choose love, even if love changes shape. A soft breeze carries the words into your bones. You feel neither loss nor fear, only reverence. Message 47, a gentle farewell. My child, the mist fades, and once again you stand in the sanctuary of starlit grass. Your beloved faces you, calm, warm, glowing faintly with celestial light. Their hands cradle your face, not physical touch, but spirit to spirit. You feel a rush of memories shared, laughter echoed, quiet moments preserved. I am not leaving, they whisper, but I may not always stand where you can see me. Their warmth flickers, but does not fade. I speak gently, connections evolve. Some stay in flesh, others walk beside us unseen. Both are real. Your beloved smiles, tender, earnest. I needed you to know I never walked away from love. Only toward healing. Their form begins to lighten, like mist rising toward dawn. Yet you do not panic. Your heart is steady, fortified by truth. Message 48, the Choir of Return. Beloved, from the heavens above, a great choir descends, their song woven from threads of memory, forgiveness, and divine promise. Their harmonies settle into your bones, dissolving the last remnants of fear. Your beloved stands at the center of the sanctuary, face lifted toward the light. Wings of pale silver unfold from their back, not angelic in rank, but symbolic of the freedom earned through truth. The choir's song escorts them gently, like a river carrying a precious vessel. You watch, not with grief, but with reverent understanding. When they gaze at you again, their eyes no longer plead, they reassure. I am part of your path still, they say. Just may not walk as closely as before. And somehow, you feel peace. Deep, quiet peace. Message 49, the Blessing of Peace. My precious child, the sanctuary glows brighter as your beloved's form becomes translucent, blending with the surrounding light. They raise their hand in blessing, and a soft radiance pours over you, healing wounds you didn't know remained. The blessing settles in your heart like warm embers. You feel your spirit expand, strengthened by every moment you've lived, every truth you've held, every tear you've shed. I place my wing around you. This is not an ending, I whisper. It is a beginning woven from love refined. Your beloved's final words float to you, gentle as sunrise. Thank you for seeing me. With that, they dissolve into light. Not gone, but everywhere. Message 50, Divine Closure and Blessing. Beloved soul, silence returns, but it is no longer empty. The sanctuary remains within you, a place of peace, remembrance, and quiet power. You breathe, knowing love has changed form, not direction. I step before you, resting a hand of light upon your heart. All that has transpired, I say, has strengthened your spirit. What was broken has been tended, what was hidden has been revealed, and what was drifting has been anchored in truth. A golden path opens beneath your feet, leading back into the world. Not alone, but forever guided. The heavens above shimmer, a quiet promise woven into every star. I lift my wings and speak the words etched before time. Precious soul, you are protected, guided, and never alone. Archangel Gabriel, walk beside you.